And I do this too. One day I want to do this too, the selling airplanes. Buying and selling. So how about the propeller? Is the propeller included in that thing? That you're...
Well, really, the only thing you really do with the propeller is smooth it up and paint
Smooth it up and paint it because it's a fixed one, yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, fixed pitch.
Well, of course, when I have it stripped, I'll die penetrate the hub to make sure there's no cracks. But you can see, you know, the exhaust system. I mean, it's almost still, this has probably been replaced or repaired at some point in its life, but, you know, no cracks, everything looks real good.
Yeah, it looks real good.
But there is some things that, you know, you can see, like the contactors externally, you know, there's rust on the outside of that. You know, obviously it works, because one's a starter solenoid and one's a battery solenoid. You know, obviously they work fine, but they don't look too appealing. Now, depending whether if you do not go with an overhaul and just you know, we just make sure that the engine's good. I would include new oil pump gears. That's part of a bulletin. So we would put new oil pump gears in here and do the inspection and replace the air filter, replace the engine fluid hoses.
Oh yeah, that's
which would
important.
be this hose, and there's a fuel line over here, right here. So we have new fuel lines. So really the engine is the thing that needs, you know, the least amount of work.
The least amount of work, yeah.
You know, and the other thing just to be mindful of is that if the engine shop wants $18,500, let's just say a round number by the time I'm done putting it in and, you know, do nuts and bolts and this and that, hose some other hoses, you know, like the scat tubing. Well, let's say $2,000. You'll almost have $5,000 worth of engine life left. You know, and so far I've done the compression, that checks out perfect, and I've checked the oil filter, which checks out fine, or oil stream. That checks out fine too at this point. I know it's been a while, one might have to start running it continuously, but, you know, my airplane sits for quite a long time too. I've owned the same airplane with the same engine for 28 years, and I never had any problem. I've overhauled it 3 times, I've used it, but there's times where it sits for months on end and I don't use it.
Yeah.
So at any rate, don't discount the fact that there's still more customers recommended the TV left, okay, which translates to $5,000. Yeah, $5,000 of in this.
And he's looking for, because his is cheaper.
I'm sorry?
It's cheaper to do the here in the United States.
Okay. But I just wanted, you know,
yeah, you tell me. I got it.
$5,000 away.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
So, you know, that's what we have here.
Yeah, we have an airplane that I can see now that is in a good condition. Because when you first see this airplane, it's kind of scary. But then when you open up all the, you know, you will see that the airplane is not bad. You know, it's not bad at all.
Now, one of the things that I mentioned that I will include in this is the fasteners that hold the cowling on.
Oh,
the all new stainless steel fasteners on that.
Right. So when would you think that you can start doing the job?
I can start pretty much immediately. And if we do not have, if we do not put it in an engine, I need 4 weeks to complete, you know, and then, but if we put in an engine, the engine shop says he needs 8 weeks, and I just need like 2 or 3 days after I get the engine back to be done.
So you believe
Because
by...
I'll have the airframe done while the engine is out.
Cool. So I will need all that in writing.
Sure.
All the things that you think you don't have to do it right now, you can actually send me a file by email later if you like. And because I'm gonna pass it to him, you know, that's all we need. That is that. You know, I don't think we need anything else. Let me check. So the radios, how do you think the condition?
This is called the basic nav pack that Cessna offered. 2 NavComs, an ADF and a transponder. I know that everything works perfect with the exception of this radio, and I will get this repaired in the price. Okay? So as it's set up right now, you're good to fly you know, IFR in this.
Yeah, I see.
Okay? You know, so you got two comms, 2 navs, ADF transponder, you got marker beacons.
Do you need a VHF?
You
No.
have a ILS.
Yeah. ADF, ILS, wide slope, all that. Pretty good. I think he replaced one of the instruments here, didn't he?
I think it's this one.
Yeah. Turn coordinator. Yeah, let me give him a call.
Now, I will clean up the inside. I will put it, you know, together. I'll make sure that the carpet's tucked in. You know, I can't guarantee what the finished thing is going to look like, but I will clean it up.
Okay, my friend, where are you? Let me see here.